Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about a trend line strategy that I've used for over 6 years to trade full time. Now this is going to be a stock that we actually called out in our group chat, a stock that I traded. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, by all means, ask down below. And if you guys want to learn how to find stocks and opportunity, trade the stock market to swing trade, check out my course. You guys can get 50% off. I've only done a sale. I've never done a sale this big. So check it out down below. You guys can use code half off to get 50% off. So check it out. I'll see you in there. But guys, let's jump into this here. So looking at this here, this is the stock that we traded, was ticker symbol PPG. Now, one of the reasons I love this one is we do have this nice little upward trend where the stock really goes up in value. Now, one thing that I do think is incredibly important is to understand everything about the stock that you trade. I think it's super important. So for me to get a general idea of what the stock has done in the past, support and resistance line, trend lines, what I'd like to look at is moving average lines and something called the RSI line. Now the RSI line is the relative strength index. It's this green squiggly one down here on the bottom. Now looking at it here, you guys can see we're trading for a 34 on the RSI, near and around this $37 mark. You guys can see that every time, or most of the time, it hits below the 37, we get a lot of buying pressure enter, right? So look at the stock, hit it, and then we did get that nice move. So understanding the indicators are super important, and they give you a little more edge over other traders. The other indicators I use is moving average line. So you guys can see the red line here and the blue line. Now the red line is the 200-day moving average line. So what this is it takes the past 200 days, the closing price of the stock, and merges it together to form this line. This line is awesome because it acts as support and resistance, and it acts as trends. So what I mean by that is when the stock is above it, like it is right here, we've seen a lot of tendencies of it using it as support. So where it gets buying pressure, right? It hits it and we get buying pressure. Now when the stock is below it, you guys can see that it's used it as resistance where it hits it and we get sell off. So I do think understanding, moving average lines and indicators is super important. But how do you know when to buy? That is the main question. That is that money question. You could have the right stock, but if you're buying it at the wrong time, you're going to lose money. So I always try to buy the stock near and around the 200-day moving average line. So looking at it here, you guys can see that every time it hits this price point at about 137, we've seen a great amount of buying pressure. So it hits it, buying pressure. Hits it, buying pressure. And we also understand that that red line, that 200-day moving average line, also acts as support. So we have two supports. We have the price at 37 as well as the moving average line. But we also have the RSI line that's stating it's undervalued. It's giving us more indicators and more indication where we could see a reversal and more buying pressure. So the great thing here is we understand the support, but when do you know to sell? That is another super important question. So for me, I think it's very hard to put a exact price on it. So the mindset and approach I've always had with trading is to do something called a trailing stop loss. The reason why this is so awesome is because as of right now, the stock is moving its way up. If it continues to move up, I don't want to sell it here at 140, 143. I want to try to buy it at a higher price. So what you do is you set your stop loss pretty much below the previous lowest wick. So near and around 140 to 141 would be my new stop loss. So now as it rallies up, now my next stop loss is going to be 142. And as the stock goes higher and higher, it will give me more indication for growth. On top of that, if we get sell off, I take my profits. I've never lost money taking profit. So take profit. Don't try to hold a position that's going down. Take your profits and move on to some other opportunity. This is a very easy trend line strategy that you guys can do as a complete beginner or a full-time trader. A lot of people love to make trading super difficult, super confusing, and it's not the case. Keep it MISS, M-I-S-S. Make it simple, stupid. Don't try to overcomplicate your trades. On top of that, one little thing that I always recommend new traders do is have a trading journal. check out this one. I'll put it down below. It's called Mastering the Swing. You track your performance, your mindset, your trade breakdowns. You draw out your setups. You describe the setup. It's absolutely fantastic. Check it out. You guys can get this. It's only $10 on Amazon, and it's like investing in your education. So check it out down below. But guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions, ask, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.